Well, a video on this subject I'll be doing with ChatGPT. Color of statutory law, because they like to leave words out, even in their U.S. codes. It just says color of law. But color of statutory law used to circumvent our God-given right to free will. So, under statutory law, you don't have the right to do what you want, have what you want on your property. You don't have the God-given right to free will to take your property and transit anywhere you want to with your private property they didn't assign to you, and then have restrictions put upon it and you on what you can and cannot do with it until you title it, register it, and then have to get insurance. When you title it and register it under their system, then you give up your God-given right to free will to be dominated over, to obey them and their color of statutory created law. Just like commercial motor vehicle, they go out and go around and deceive people and say, well, it's a motor vehicle. They leave out the commercial, just like they leave out statutory and color of statutory law. Because the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, not the Bill of Amendments, does not recognize statutory law, color of statutory law. 18 U.S. Code 241 and 242 and others recognizes it and says it is not to be enforced. Pretty much it's saying it is not to be enforced upon us, because color of law infringes upon and violates our God-given right to free will. So I'm going to have ChatGPT prove me right. You don't have to do this. You could do whatever the hell you want. I'm not giving legal advice. But when I show up in that courtroom finally, when I go take care of this, now that I know what I need to do, I'm going to walk up in there. I'm going to let that judge say whatever the hell he wants to say. And then I'm going to just straight up, I object to everything that you and the state is trying to do to me under color of statutory law. You're using color of statutory law to take away my God-given free will right to do what I want with my property, on my property. And so all of this is fruit from the poisonous tree. That's what I'm going to do. And they're going to have to recognize that. Because this is not a Christian nation if they're using color of statutory law to eliminate my God-given right to free will to live my life my way and do what I want on and or with my property that they didn't give me, and said, we're going to control this, but you get to have this, but that's what they're trying to turn us into with the AI system, a system of we do what they want, we have no free will, so we have no freedoms, we're dominated and enslaved completely, and Trump is for it. Trump's for AI. Trump is our enemy. And until y'all wake up to it, you're just going to do it blind and keep doing what they want, thinking you're free when you're not. You're just doing what they want. That just has you recognizing them and allowing them to exist. If we don't recognize them, we don't recognize their color of statutory laws, we recognize our God-given rights in these court systems, it's over for them. And all these frauditors, they lose all this money, they lose all this content of hate and being against God and our right to free will so we can be dominated over. So yeah, I'll be doing that. You all take care. Bye.